Hi everyone, welcome to Tales for Twos. My name is Miss Lorena and I'm going to be reading stories all about trees and leaves because they are changing and it is starting to get cold outside. Brr. So we're going to start with our hello song and it goes, if you're ready for a story, take a seat. If you're ready for a story, take a seat. Clap your hands and stomp your feet. Make your hands all nice and neat. If you're ready for a story, take a seat. Good job. Now I do have my shapes here as you can see. And we're going to start up top. This one is pink. Remember, it's hard to see. So pink square. Then a blue triangle next to it. A yellow circle, and how about below that one? A red heart. Next to it, orange oval. And then we have a green rectangle. All right, so where has my little bunny gone? Where can she be? She must be hiding behind one of these shapes. So which one should we look under first? How about the green rectangle? Let's look there. No. Where has my little bunny gone? Where can she be? Maybe let's try the yellow circle. She's not under that one. Where has my little bunny gone? Where can she be? Maybe we should try the blue triangle. Should we look under there? Let's see. There's my little bunny. Thank you for helping me find her. So, I do have another little rhyme for you here, and it goes, if I were a leaf, little leaves falling down. If I were a leaf, I'd jump down from my tree. Can you jump down from your tree? And then I'd dance in the wind. Do you want to dance in the wind? And then I'd fly in the breeze. You can pretend to fly, put your arms out and then fly like a superhero. And I'd change bright colors. And I'd spin in the air. So if you want to spin around, spin really, really fast. And then spin really, really slow. And then I'd land on the ground. And I just don't know where. All right, so if you want to take a nice seat, I'm going to read our first story here. This one's going to be a little tricky, I think, because I had some trouble with some of the animals here. But it is called Who's in the Tree? And Other Lift the Flap Surprises. And this is by Craig Shuttlewood. So let's see who's in the tree that shouldn't be. Who's in the tree but shouldn't be? Let's lift the flap and we will see. You can see them peeking right here. So you could see that they are black, and then I'll give you another hint. They are also white. So they're black and white, and they waddle. So who do you think is behind the tree? A penguin. He says, it's too hot here for me. Who does not belong in grass so long, with big round head and arms so strong? What kind of animal has a big round head? And this animal has many arms, not just two, but many. It is an octopus. And he says, this feels all wrong. Who in the air should not be there with floppy ears and nose with flare. So this animal has floppy ears and they have a really long nose. Let's see, he's beneath this cloud with these balloons here. So let's see what animal? An elephant! He says it's rude to stare. In the desert drought, who's the odd one out? With curly tail and snuffly snout. So they have, you can see their little tail here if you can, right there. A little curly cute tail and a snout. And it goes kind of. Let's see who's been behind the cactus. A pig. All right. Who has no fin, so can't fit in, with ocean creatures fat and thin? So you can see the animal sticking out right there behind this fish. These feathers have little eyes on them, and they have a big tail, big colorful tail. Let's see what it is. It's a peacock! In ice and snow, who does not go, with mane so thick and roar so low. So what animal has a mane, and that's their hair around their head, and a roar? Who roars? Can you roar? Roar! Let's see, he's been not behind this mound of ice. Oh, it's a lion! Who in deep space is out of place, with long, thin neck and startled face. So let's see if you can figure out what animal is in this spaceship. You can see they have a long neck. Here's its head, and its ears right there. So it's a really long neck. They also have a really long tongue. It's a giraffe! Who's in this zoo and just won't do? Not us. The odd one out is you. Here are all the animals. So let's see if you can name all of them, starting with the, well, actually, let's start with this big one here. With the long nose, remember that one, and floppy ears? It was an elephant. How about the black and white bird here? It's a penguin. And the purple one with many arms and round head? An octopus, right? How about the curly cute tail and the snout for his nose? And it goes a pig. And we have this bird over here with a colorful, fluffy, big tail. A peacock, right? And this one over here with a mane and a big roar. A lion. And then we have this fellow little here. A bird. And then the one with the long neck. A giraffe. Good job. All right. So, I do have a couple of rhymes for you here before we get to our next story. And it goes, a tree may be a home for a bird. Can you flap your arms like a bird, or you can put them all the way out? Either way. A tree may be a home for a bee. Bzzz. A tree may be a home for a snake. A tree may be a home for a monkey. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah, ah. I wonder if a tree would make a good home for me. All right, I don't know if I could live in a tree, but I know other animals can. So I have another little rhyme and it goes, well, this is a song actually, and it goes, I'm a tree, I have 4 needs. I'm a tree, I have 4 needs. I'm a tree, I have 4 needs. Do you know what they are? I need lots and lots of sun. I need lots and lots of sun. I need lots and lots of sun to grow big and strong. And the next one is, I need water now and then. I need water now and then. I need water now and then to grow big and strong. I need air just like you. I need air just like you. I need air just like you to grow big and strong. I need soil for my roots. I need soil for my roots. I need soil for my roots to grow big and strong. Show your muscles. Oh, because we grow big and strong too, right? All right. And now it's time for our next story, and this is called The Nut That Fell from the Tree. This is the house where Jill plays. This is the oak that holds the house where Jill plays. And this is the nut that fell from the oak that holds the house where Jill plays. And this is the rat looking out from a shoe that stole the nut that fell from the oak that holds the house where Jill plays. This is the jay with feathers of blue that swooped in on the rat looking out from a shoe that stole the nut that fell from the oak that holds the house where Jill plays. This is the goose with a bird's eye view that ruffled the jay with feathers of blue that swooped in on the rat looking out from a shoe that stole the nut that fell from the oak that holds the house where Jill plays. This is the raccoon, a sneak through and through, that tricked the goose with a bird's eye view, that ruffled the jay with feathers of blue, that swooped in on the rat looking out from a shoe, that stole the nut that fell from the oak that holds the house where Jill plays. This is the doe with her fawn, Peekaboo, that surprised the raccoon, a sneak through and through, that tricked the goose with a bird's eye view, that ruffled the jay with feathers of blue, that swooped in on the rat looking out from a shoe, that stole the nut that fell from the oak that holds the house where Jill plays. And this is the bear. He loves acorns too. Can you roar like the bear? Good job. So this is the bear. He loves acorns too, that chased the doe with her fawn, Peekaboo, that surprised the raccoon, a sneak through and through, that tricked the goose with a bird's eye view, that ruffled the jay with feathers of blue, that swooped in on the rat looking out from a shoe, that stole the nut that fell from the oak that holds the house where Jill plays. And this is the skunk. Oh, there he is, right down below. That was woken up by this hullabaloo. Pew. The skunk was not happy. Then all was cold, all was dark, all was still, until this is the sun This is the light that came from the sun. This is the hill that shone in the light that came from the sun. This is the nut that lay on the hill that shone in the light that came from the sun. This is the squirrel that buried the nut that lay on the hill that shone in the light that came from the sun. And that little nut grew and grew and grew. This is the oak, mighty and tall, that came from the nut, sturdy and small, and now holds the house where Jack plays. The end. All right, there are many animals in that book, right? All right, so I do have a little rhyme for you here with leaves for the tree. So can you guess what color this is? It is green. I'm gonna add green. How about this one? Yellow. Next one, red, orange, and last, brown. 5 fall leaves hanging on a tree. The green one said, "I haven't changed, you see." The yellow one said, "I'm as bright as the sun." The red one said, "Well, I'm the brightest one." The orange one said, "Hey, I don't care." And the brown one said, "Let's dance in the air." So when the fall wind blew, if you can blow the leaves came off the tree. And away they flew. They swirled and twirled around and around and then drifted softly to the ground. All right. So, I have a book here for you that's called Little Tree, and this is by Lauren Long. Once there was a little tree filled with little leaves, who was surrounded by other little trees who had little leaves of their own. In the heat of long summer days, Little Tree's leaves kept him cool. The squirrels would climb up on his branches to play. The mourning dove landed in him and sang her fluty song. The little tree was sure to grow up big and strong. Autumn arrived and cool winds filled the air. The wind tickled the little tree as it passed through his branches and ruffled his leaves. The air grew cold and the leaves on all of the trees changed color, becoming yellow, red, and orange. Then, one by one, the trees began to drop their leaves. But not Little Tree. He just hugged his leaves tight. "Hello, Little Tree," said Squirrel. "You're supposed to drop your leaves now." But Little Tree was unsure. What would he do without his leaves? Maybe he'd be cold without his leaves, right? Winter came. "What are you doing with leaves still on you?" asked the doe. Little Tree just hugged his leaves tight. Springtime arrived and the little forest burst into life again. The other trees grew bright new leaves. The squirrels played in their branches. Little Tree could hear the mourning dove singing her fluty song. The seasons continued to come and go. Little Tree, quacked a duckling, your leaves are brown. Are you feeling sick? A fox said, Little Tree, it's autumn. It's time for you to drop your leaves. You can do it. Ready? 1, 2. But Little Tree just hugged his leaves tight. All around, the forest grew and grew. One summer, Little Tree could no longer feel the sunlight. The squirrels played high above on the broad, tall trees. And the mourning dove sang so far away that he could hardly hear her fluty song. Autumn came again. Leaves began to blanket the ground. Little Tree looked up at the other trees, at their branches reaching high into the sky. He remembered when the trees had all been his size. And then he let go. As his last leaf floated to the ground, for the first time, Little Tree felt the harsh cold of winter. But in time, something happened. Once there was a little tree. Do you see a little tree anymore? They're all big and tall, right? The end. All right, well, thank you everyone for tuning in. And it is time for our goodbye song. And it goes, tickle the clouds, tickle your toes, turn around and tickle your elbows. Reach down low, reach up high. Story time is over. Now wave goodbye. See you again soon.